Dan Waters, Joshua Williamson, and Stephen Byrne continue to dive into the infinite frontier with Jade and Obsidian, who respond to a deadly villain looking to destroy the entire world while Jade deals with problems stemming from her powers. Dan Waters and Joshua Williamson continue on from one of the bigger plot points from Infinite Frontier and deal with Jade and Obsidian and explore how they are in this remade universe. The big point being that Jade is unsure of her power, knowing it's different than before, and it scares her, making her unsure of them. Waters and Williamson did a really great job exploring a hero's unsureness in themselves and the doubt that can creep into people's minds. Jade's doubts are really well paralleled with Obsidian, who has fully embraced his powers, and that ends up saving the day and imparting a great life lesson on Jade, that the bad parts of the life are waiting for everyone somewhere in their life, and you might as well just live in the moment now. It was a great lesson for a brother and sister to learn from one another, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of these two appear elsewhere in Infinite Frontier. Stephen Byrne steps on as artist in a great bit of continuity, being that he drew the Alan Scott portion of Infinite Frontier that this is a continuation of. Again, Byrne's artwork is just colourful and bold, and it makes great use of light and shadow, which is kinda handy since both Jade and Obsidian control both light and the shadow. Infinite Frontier Secret Files Issue 3 was another great continuation of things set up by Joshua Williamson in the Infinite Frontier Issue 0 comic, imparting an important life lesson to these young heroes and getting them ready for larger roles within the DC universe. I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10. Infinite Frontier Secret Files Issue 3 sees Director Bones continue his research into Cameron Chase's files, picking up one on Obsidian and Jade, calling them the failed actress who came back to life and the schizophrenic brother of hers who tried to cloak the world in darkness. Popping in the tape, Bones knows it's worth keeping an eye on them even if their father was the first Green Lantern. At the JSA headquarters in New York, Alan hugs his son as on the roof, Jade gets ready to take off, getting her star heart to dance across her palm, knowing after her death and the rebirth of the universe, the star heart feels very different. Todd comes up to see his sister, asking how she is, and Jade knows he's talking about their father coming out, something she finds amazing, but Obsidian actually meant with everything else. Jade says that she's great, but her brother can see through the lie. Jade comes clean, saying that she's been to outer space dozens of times, dated a Green Lantern, and flown at supersonic speeds across Earth to fight gods, and all through that, she trusted her green flame to keep her safe and carry her, but she has never considered that she never really knew how it works. Todd knows that it's like their fathers, the magic of the universe forged into a weapon by the guardians of the universe. Jade understands that, but what if it stops working and gets rid of her? Their talk is interrupted by an alert from the Star Heart, which tells them something is wrong and something has returned to Earth. Jade doesn't remember what it is since everything else feels so different, but Obsidian hopes that she is given a location by it. Jade says that it's really far away, but Todd knows that she doesn't want to fly with Star Heart acting up right now, so they will take a shortcut. He covers them in his shadow, and Jade joins him in the darkness as she knows while she has good parents, Todd didn't, and they found each other when she found the Star Heart and Todd found his connections to the Shadowlands. Jade knows that their father waged a war of light against darkness, and Todd has inherited the darkness. Soon Jade becomes lost in the darkness, but Todd soon arrives to be with her, pulling her from the Shadowlands. He apologizes since she strayed too close to a current of terror, and there are places in there that will make one think of awful things. Jade says that she's fine as they arrive at a mountain range, and Jade soon sees a man on a ledge nearby as he steps off. The heroes spring into action, but Jade knows that if she aims the Star Heart wrong, it could hurt the man. She thinks of her brother and how he could just touch a man and show him the bottomless dread inside of him, knowing that he never tested the limits of his powers, yet he still uses them and walks their tightropes every day like they are nothing. Obsidian races to the man, grabbing him midair and finding that he's in some sort of trance as the man goes on about hearing the end and having heard the final raindrop fall on the dust. Jane can also hear the music, going off to look for it, and soon she comes across the villain Chroma, who says they have brought their apocalypse song to the humans and they want to sing about how they will all die. Jade knows that they have met the being before, and the villain promised not to return for 1,000,000 years. Chroma apologizes since they didn't plan on returning, but the universe was remade remade, and they wanted to hear how everything dies on a planet with so many textures, and so they will sing it into oblivion. Jade readies the Starheart to deal with Chroma and their apocalypse song, but Obsidian unleashes his shadows, trapping them all in the Shadowlands. Todd says that the villain wanted something new and knows he's never been there before. Chroma is interested in the realm, knowing that he will sing of it, and when they return to Earth he will destroy that as well. Obsidian asks how long it will take him to sing of the Shadowlands, and Chroma says his songs aren't measured in linear time, so it could be anywhere between 15 minutes or 15 million years. Jade and Obsidian leave the Shadowlands, letting Chroma sing his heart out, as Jade asks why aren't they going to stop him, but Todd says there isn't anything they can do, since if Chroma wants to destroy the planet, he probably will, but he's going to be singing into the Shadowlands until Earth is dust anyway. Jade isn't so sure, wondering what if he comes out in 20 minutes or in a week or in just 20 years from now. Obsidian says that the music could stop, but he wants her to listen as she can hear the song from the farthest reaches of the Shadowlands, where it can't hurt them. Jade finds it quite beautiful as Todd reminds his sister that all the nasty parts of life are waiting for them somewhere, but until then they might as well just listen to the music and might as well live. Todd wants to go and find the Mountaineer and get him to safety, but Jade says that she's got it, activating the Starheart and taking to the skies, knowing the flame in her hand is a little different now than it was before, and it might let her down one day, but until then it can just watch her fly.